Hello, this is Mrs. Clay. I will be teaching you the math lesson for today, for Thursday, May 7th, 2020. Let's get started. You will need your packet from last week, April 27th, May 1st, 2020. I'm going to share my screen so that you can see what I'm seeing. Right, I'm going to move myself over here to the other side, and you will need page 9, and it's talking about math. What questions can you ask about the picture? Let's think about that. Here are our objectives for today. Identify strategies to count, add and subtract within 20. Here's our number talk. Identify strategies to count. On last week, we counted dots. Today, we will be counting gloves. What questions can you ask about the picture? Great, great. You could say, how many gloves are there? How many are facing downward? How many are blue? What other questions do you come up with? What could you come up with? All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to count these gloves. How are we going to do that? Think about that. When I look at this picture of gloves, I notice that some gloves are going different directions. We have some fingers that are pointing down, pointing towards the right, pointing to the left, and pointing up. So we can count those by whichever direction that they're going in. Let's do that. Let's try it. Let's go ahead and count the ones that are going down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we have 18 gloves. I would like for you to think of other ways that you could count those. How many more gloves are needed for there to be 20 gloves? Write an equation to match your thinking. An equation. So what we can do, let's go ahead and get our text here, and we'll start by typing. So an equation would be, what is an equation? You got it. It's a number sentence. So we could say something like 3 plus 2 equals 5. But we said that we were going to count them by the direction that they were going. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that are going down. So let's type in 6 plus, then we'll go this direction. We have 1, 2, 3 going that direction, plus how many are going up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 6. And then the ones that are going this direction. 1, 2, 3 equals 6 plus 3 equals 6, 7, 8, 9. So here's 6 plus 3 more. So we can write another equation. We can say that is 9 plus 9 equals, and you know your doubles facts. What does 9 plus 9 equal? Great. 9 plus 9 equals 18. Oops, I think I pressed the number 1 too long. 18. So this should also be 18. Let's count them again and make sure we have the correct number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Our number is correct. Great. There are 18 gloves. There's different ways we can actually come up with that number. So our question is, how many more gloves are needed for there to be 20 gloves? So we have 18 gloves plus how many more, I'm going to put a line there, equals how many altogether we need? You got it, 20. So type in 20. 18 gloves plus how many more to make 20? All right. Remember, we'll just put that 18 in our head. We have 18, and we need how many more? We got 18, 19, 20. How many more makes 20? You got it. So our answer would be 18 plus 2 equals 20. So we need 2 more gloves to make 20. All right. Another thing you can think of is how to figure this question out. It says, is the number of gloves odd or even? How do you know? What is even? That's right. That means you have the same on this side as you would on the other side. Just like we made 10 last week, remember? Make it 10. So the numbers must be even. They must match. An odd number is the opposite, right? So all the numbers would not match. Let's say you have 5 and you have 4. Or let's just say 3 because I'm having a hard time holding my fingers back. But we'll just put these here. We'll match these 3. And we have 2 extras left over. It's not a perfect match. So therefore, it is odd. Okay? So you can work on that. Let's move on to the next page. Now we're going to add and subtract within 20. We have another game that we're going to play this week. And it's called the 2 dice sums game. The materials you'll need are 11 squares, crayon or marker, scissors, number strip, and 2 dice. Here are the squares. The directions say, number 1, color and cut apart the 11 squares above. So you're going to color these squares and cut out 11. Number 2, cut out the number strip. So this right here is a strip with numbers on it. That is your number strip. Let's go ahead and look at what we've done. It says, add and subtract within 20. We have our squares. I colored my squares purple. That's because it's my favorite color. What color did you color your squares? Okay, all right. Now let's count to make sure we have all of our squares that we need. How many squares did they say we needed? That's right, 11. So let's go ahead and move up 11 squares. 1, 2, count with me, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, we just made 10. Let's go with one more, and that makes 11. Now, do we need this square? No, we don't, so we can just get rid of that one. We'll delete that one. So let's count again and make sure we have all 11 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got it. And do you have your number strip from 2 to 12? All right. So we're going to follow directions of the game. So you might want to look at your instructions. I have mine here on my other paper, and I'm going to read them. And it says, number 1, put the squares on the numbers any way you'd like. You may put one square on each number, stack them all on one number, or arrange them any way you'd like. There's an example right below on this page. If you look at it, you can see there's an example of how they did it. They put some on 3, some on 7, 9, 11, and one on 5. So we will go ahead and do that. So I'm going to put all of my squares. Oh, I've got to put it on number 3. That's my favorite number. And I'm going to choose 6, 9, 11, 9 again, 6, I'll do 6 again, 5, 5, and I'll do 8. Oh, I think I want to do 7 too. So I'm going to take one of the 6s away and put it on 7. All right, let's go back to our directions. It says number 2, roll 2 dice and call out the sum that comes up. So we need to get our dice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the internet, and I will put in here where it says search, I will put roll dice. Let's see if we can find some dice, and I'm going to press the enter button. And here it says dice roller. Roll 1 die at random. So we want, it said we needed 2, so we better grab 2 dice. So here we go, we have 2. let's go back to our other screen. If you have a square on that sum, you may remove it. If you have more than one square on the number, you may only remove one of the squares. If you don't have a square on that number, then wait until the dice are rolled again and a new sum is called out. The winner is the first person to remove all of their squares. Number 3, once the game has started, you cannot rearrange your squares. That means you cannot move them around. They have to stay right where they are. The winner is the first person to remove all of their squares. You can rearrange your squares when a new game is getting ready to start. So let's go back to the next page. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll the die. I'll go back to the internet and it says roll again. So we're going to roll. And then we're going to add 3 plus 4 equals, let's count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 plus 4 equals 7. So did we put a square on number 7? Yes, we did. So we get to move that square. And then we will roll again. 1, we have 2 plus 3. You know what that equals, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then we will go back to our sheet and I have a square on number 5. That's the sum. So I will put that up there. We'll go back and roll again. We have 4 plus 4 equals, you got it, 8. And there's an 8. And I'll put that up there. All right. So I will let you continue to do this. But like I said, you will continue with your partner. And the person who has all the numbers left with no squares will be the winner. Okay? Here's a question for you. How would you arrange your squares to have the best chance of being the winner? Think about that. Figure out where would probably be best to put your squares so that you could be the winner. All right, well, have fun playing that game, adding and subtracting numbers within 20. Did we meet our objectives? Identify strategies to count, add and subtract within 20? We sure did. Thanks for spending time with us today. I hope to see you next week. Bye-bye.